Well, let's talk about Samsung Ks-8000 and why Samsung Ks-8000 it still holds up. Why does this TV still holds up after 2.5 years? It still holds up. Why? Why is that? Here I am playing the Red Dead Redemption. A lot of people ask me, how would you rate Samsung Ks-8000 and Sony X900E? Well, there's a couple of things you got to understand about both of these televisions. They're both good. Whether you get Sony X900E or whether you get a Samsung Ks-8000, if you can find one in a local electronic TV shop or on eBay, I mean, good luck. But if you can find one, you are going to have both of these TVs, both brands, Sony and Samsung. You're not going to be disappointed. They're both excellent TVs. However, there are differences. One of the key differences that Sony has is the full array local dimming and that X1 processing chip, which definitely helps tone down that any kind of bleed of light that might be showing up. Okay, not to mention the upscaling capabilities that Sony has to upscale your existing Blu-rays and your existing programs onto a 4K. But when it comes to the king of HDR, this is my opinion only, when it comes to the king of high dynamic range, it is really hard to beat 1000 over 1000 nits of peak of brightness that this TV has, and it's really hard to beat that high dynamic range full array of wide color gamut, meaning you getting a full wide color gamut palette onto this TV over beyond Rec 709 BT 2020. You getting the best possible full wide color gamut palette of colors, spectrum of colors, okay, billions of colors with that high peak brightness of nits, with that static metadata HDR. This is the end results. This is why you're getting this game to look so great. But it's not just this game. This is not even HDR. This is native 4K. There's no HDR. If we step into another game, if we step into, let's say, a Sea of Thieves, you will see a drastic difference there too. And what do we have here? A beautiful, beautiful HDR being presented here, okay, on a Samsung Ks-8000. There it is. Now, I know you guys gonna say, well, but the TVs have advanced since Samsung Ks-8000. Yes, they have advanced to a certain degree, but they only advanced in terms of peak brightness, but they haven't really advanced in terms of color. It's still the same BT 2020. It's a full wide color gamut. It's still a 10-bit color television. We haven't jumped into a 12-bit. These are small nuances, small little tiny upgrades like local dimming, a little bit of a higher peak brightness nits. These are small nuances. You're not going to notice that much of a difference between 1200 nits and then 1500 nits. Okay, that's a 300 extra nits that your eye is not going to notice that much of a difference. So when I say Samsung Ks-8000 still holds up as a great 4K HDR TV, it definitely holds up. And here you can see that clearly here on this game right here, and this is Xbox One X enhanced version of Sea of Thieves, and supports HDR and the 4K, and it looks fantastic. Okay, now I shouldn't jump here. That would be a bad idea. Should I? Maybe not. Well, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? I don't know, man. To me, it doesn't get any better than this at the moment. The only better right now, look, if you want like a really good TV, there's only two options. If you want the best two TVs right now at the moment, while I'm recording this video, The only two best TVs that will cost you arm and leg, it's from two brands, Sony and Samsung. From Samsung, right now at the moment, Q9F, it's the king. Q9F, it's not going to disappoint. Q9F is going to give you that unbelievably great picture quality. From the Sony camp, it's the Z9D. Z9D, it's going to be tour de force type of a television. Now TCL, okay, you have to remember when you're buying TCL, the 6 series, what TCL is, it's a budget 4K TV. It's a budget TV with some premium features. Some premium features, but nothing that's going to blow your mind away. Nothing that's going to make you go, wow. I mean, you know, it's not going to be better. The 6 series, it's not going to be better than this. It's not going to be better than X900E. But it's definitely a great budget 4K TV, just like I said in the video, okay? Meaning you're not going to be able to achieve this type of a picture quality on 6 series. You're going to be only able to achieve this with Q7F or Q9F. All right? They're still using the same technology, quantum dot technology, that's put into this TV. It's just, it's a more advanced quantum dot technology, all right? Now they're coming out with micro LEDs. Micro LEDs, it's a next step they're going to be implementing. And the same thing here with the one and only Far Cry 5 native 4K on the Xbox One X. So you're not going to get this type of a level of detail on your TCL or on your Vizio. Alright, there's a reason why this TV was highly regarded back then, and it still is regarded highly, because what does the HDR needs? This is the most important factor you need to understand. It needs that nits of peak of brightness to be higher, and it needs that full wide color gamut beyond Rec 709 BT 2020. It needs that full wide color gamut. This quantum technology that's inside, it's the fullest, widest colors of palette that you're going to find. Billions of colors. On top of the over 1,000 nits. Sometimes goes up to 1,400, 1,200, depending on the content. So I think that's very important to remember, and I think this is why Samsung Ks-8000 still holds up. And believe it or not, I'm on a game mode here, and it still looks great. I highly suggest you guys get the game mode, turn it on. People who say that it's you sacrificing picture, you really are not sacrificing that much in terms of picture quality. Still looks great. Here I am on the game mode, and if you guys don't believe me here, I'm going to prove it to you that I am still on the game mode, and it looks great, man. There it is. The only thing I would tell you to do is make sure that your color of tone, it's set to warm 2. Believe me, guys, don't use the standard, use the warm 2. All right, I keep suggesting to people to use the warm 2 color. It is just better. Why is better? Because with warm 2 color, you're not being exposed to a blue UV light. That blue UV light is not good for you. It's dangerous for you. It's going to make you feel sick. It's going to make you feel nauseous. You're going to have some migraine episodes. So warm 2, it's for the longer and longer sessions of gameplay. So anyway, this video I just wanted to do just to kind of clarify to people that, look, Samsung Ks-8000 still holds up. It's still a great TV. If you can find one, get one. All right. So there you have it.